This is the moment where most watercolor beginners get stuck. Hello everybody, welcome back. If you are here from part 1, you already practiced the daisy using the practice sheet and started getting more comfortable with your brushstrokes. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, that's the video where I show you how to use the practice sheets step by step and how to start moving away from the light gray guides. In this video, we are taking the next step. We are going from the practice sheet to painting on watercolor paper. And I know, this part can feel a little intimidating. That's exactly why I didn't want you to jump directly from the practice sheet to watercolor paper without guidance. Because I've been there. And I know it's not easy. Before we start, if you want to paint with me, you can download the basic practice sheet for free using the link in the description below. Pause the video, print it, and let's paint together. And if you are just starting with watercolor and you like this way of learning, you can also download my essential brush practice sheets. There are 4 of them and they are free too. They are the perfect way to break the ice when you don't know where to start. Even if your paint is too watery or too thick, this is your safe place to practice. And I want to share something with you before we start. For a long time, my safe place was copying other artists. I knew that if I copied the artist I admired, I was going to get a beautiful result. And I got really good at it. I was stealing like an artist, taking inspiration from here and there, mixing color palettes, motifs, compositions, creating something that looked good enough to share. But one day, I realized something. I was trapped. It's not that that wasn't a good practice. A lot of us can learn from that. But I was stuck. Trapping other people's ideas, trapping a safe place, and without noticing, I was limiting my own growth. And I wasn't really exploring what I like or how I wanted to paint. And now, it feels so different. Now I feel like I'm the boss of what I create. Yes, my art still has pieces of things I've seen before, things I remember, even things from when I was a child, probably, somewhere in my subconscious. But now it all comes together in a way that feels mine. And breaking that pattern, that comfort zone, is what led me to create these brush practice sheets. A safe place where I can learn, explore, warm up, or just relax, depending on what I need. And something I realized is that I was craving the basics. I needed to explore, to experiment, before deciding what I really wanted to do. To try things freely until I found something that made my heart race. And these practice sheets became that space. Not only because of the light gray guides, but also because of the paper. With the price of a coffee, you can get hundreds of printer paper sheets and practice as many times as you want. No pressure, no fear. All right, now let's go into the main part of this video. I'm going to show you 2 ways to jump from the practice sheets to watercolor paper. The first way is by simplifying the flower into shapes. I take a pencil and draw simple circles around the petals and the center of the flower. This helps me understand the structure and the perspective. Then I transfer that same idea to my watercolor paper, very lightly. Remember, keep your pencil line soft. Watercolor is transparent, so dark lines will show through. Use a light pencil like HB or H and a knitter eraser to soften the lines. And if something feels hard, go back to printer paper. Practice there first. Don't rush. This is about building confidence, not perfection. I'm never gonna get tired to repeat it. The second way is more direct. You can take your practice sheet, add a little graphite on the back, place it on your watercolor paper, and redraw the flower. This gives you a very light guide. And from here, the process is the same. Keep your lines soft and paint freely. And remember, some artists don't mind seeing pencil lines, and some others are a little bit more sensitive about them. Both are completely fine. You'll find your way over time. The goal here is not to make it perfect. It is to help you move from that safe place into something more free, more yours. And the practice sheets are here to help you do exactly that. They are your safe place to explore. Before we finish, I want to quickly talk about watercolor paper because it really does make a difference. You'll find different types like smooth, cold press, or rough, different weights, and different materials. Some are 100% cotton, others are not, and they all behave differently with water and pigment. Even the weather where you live can affect how your paint dries. So it's hard to say this is the best paper. This is something you will discover by experimenting. If you want to learn how to paint flowers using this method, I have a 3-hour flower workshop replay where I teach you how to paint 14 different flowers, just like this daisy. It also includes 14 flower practice sheets that you can download and print. You can find all the information in the description below. If you are here for the step-by-step, you can stop here. But if you want to watch part 1, I linked it at the end of this video. And if there's anything you'd like me to explain more or something you are struggling with, leave me a comment. I'd love to help. All right. Until next time, keep playing.